Hey guys, how's it going? It's BobbyKBikes here, and welcome to another workshop session. Today we're going to be working with the 1984 Mark II Raleigh Super Burner that I've customised. I've bought it a few new parts and I'd like to fit them, and hopefully we'll sort out a few little problems along the way. I bought a new seat post for it. You saw that in the Alan's BMX haul video, but the trouble is this seat post is stuck in there. I've even used the sort of stuck seat post spray that's advertised as being for when everything else fails, and that hasn't worked. So we're going to try again, but also the bottom bracket has always given me problems. It's always been just ever so slightly wobbly, and I want to replace the headset as well, so I'm going to completely dismantle the bike, and I believe where the seat tube meets the bottom bracket there is a hole on the inside that will allow me to get the straw of that seat post stuck spray in there and hopefully spray on the inside of the tube and maybe have a better chance of penetrating the rust that's joining the seat post to the frame. That's my hope anyway. If not, we might have a few other tricks up our sleeve, but hopefully we'll get the seat post sorted. New headset, bought it's a Tange Seiki headset, just I think like the old one. I've also got some lovely shiny new headset bolts that should really smarten the bike up. And what else? I think that's it for what I want to replace today. This seat clamp is looking a bit worse for wear and I can't find the nut and bolt. That's actually how stuck the seat post is. I've been riding this around for ages without a bolt through here, which is probably bad for the frame. I don't see any damage, so fingers crossed. But I'll either replace that or I'll respray it. I know they say that you have a hard time respraying aluminium, but I resprayed the brake levers a few years ago. They're looking a bit chipped. Actually it was about 5 years ago. They're looking a bit chipped, but I didn't lacquer them. So maybe if I resprayed them and lacquered them, it might hold a bit better. I mean, failing that, I'll just get new levers and it would certainly bring everything up to standard, because I've got a nice new rear brake caliper here. The seat, I've found a guy on Facebook who restores these seats. You send it off to him, I don't know what he does, but apparently it'll come back looking like a new saddle. It'll even have a little decal that goes in the back. So we'll do that when we've got the money. And we'll also get pegs. I've got a set of Raleigh Burner skinny stunt pegs that were on this when I got it, but for some reason it doesn't seem to fit the Skyway threads, and I don't really want to try it in case I damage the threads, but I've seen that there are Skyway own brand stunt pegs that should fit these wheels, but they're only for sale on the US eBay, so I'm going to have to pay a lot on shipping, but oh well. Anyway, that's enough talking. Let's get dismantling. Okay, the good news is that after a bit of hard work with the vise, we managed to get the pedals off, headset undone, forks off, and the bottom bracket out. But the seat post remains. It's been put in a vise and twisted, it's been hit with a hammer, it's been sprayed with that chill zone spray that says it's for seized seat posts and is for when all else fails, and then further hit with a hammer, and it's still there. So I'm going to call it quits for tonight and try again tomorrow. This is a sad state of affairs. I now don't have any roadworthy BMXs. This is in bits and so is the Night Burner, but maybe while I've got them both in bits I'll put the frames side by side and I could always do a video on the differences between Mark 1 and 2 burner frames. I think there'd always been a bit of a wibble wobble in the bottom bracket, and now that that's out and it's been cleaned up quite nicely, we rebuilt the bottom bracket and the headset in summer of 2012, but I think due to the wibbly wobbliness of the cranks, some dirt had got in, so the bearings were pretty dirty in there. Other than that, I just need to clean my frame, get this new seat post in. A lot of little nuts had come finger tight, and I think I've put about 50 miles on this bike in about less than 3 years. So I think when we put it back together we're going to use Nylox instead on the brake calipers and the chain tensioners. So, a mixed results. Well, here's hoping that tomorrow's session goes better.